Hello, I'm Joy, and this is my channel, Yoga with Joy. Welcome. Lovely to see you. So make yourself nice and comfortable on your mat. Find the perfect position for you and start to notice your breath. So really deepening the inhale and lengthening the exhale. Make yourself ready to start with our 3 Om vibrations for this practice. And then gently opening your eyes. We'll begin with waking up the neck and the shoulders. So looking over your shoulder, so exhaling over and inhaling forward. We'll take 3 on either side. It's nice and slowly. We just take 2 if you want to go super slow. And then bringing your head back to center and then over to the side. So we're stretching out the neck over at the side, maybe bringing the arm out. And then over to the other side, and the opposite arm is coming out too. Just take it lovely and slowly. And then coming into your neck circles. So looking down between your legs and then rolling the neck around. We'll take 3 in each direction, but in your own time. So it might be 2 if you want to go very slowly. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And then move in the other direction if you haven't already. Being careful of your neck, so the back of your neck. So making sure that you're not going really far back into that area. You can even move over like a rainbow if you want to, like arching the neck over. And then lifting up the head. That's lovely. Okay, so it's coming to some shoulder rotations. Stretching out your shoulders as you bring them forward. Remembering your breath. And then bringing the shoulders backwards. Wonderful. Deep breaths. That's great. Okay, so we're going to come to eagle arms, which is the Garudasana arm. So you're going to have your right arm over to begin with. Or you can just hold your shoulders, or like I just showed you there, you can have a straight arm in the crease of your elbow, sorry. And then just, if you've got the full expression, of this posture, you're lifting up and really stretching out your shoulders, quite a strong stretch. Taking a couple of rotations in between. And this time, your left side is on top. And so either you're staying in the eagle arms, or you're just having your left side on top and holding your shoulders, or coming into the straight arm stretch. Lovely. So breathe into this stretch, because it really is a strong shoulder stretch if you're doing the full eagle arms. Then bring the hands down. And we take a few movements in seated cat. So inhaling forward and exhaling back with your hands on your knees. Practice your deep inhales and long exhales. Feeling the flexion and extension of your spine. Lovely movement. Okay, so bringing your right leg up. We're going to rotate the foot and then give it a bit of a shake. Wonderful. And then bring it into happy baby. So you might be able to hold it here, like I am, with my hands together and your foot and your knee in the crease of the elbow, or hold it like I'm showing you here with your hand on the foot or hand on the knee. So either way is fine. This is a good hip stretch. And placing that foot down and then bringing up the other one. So rotating your left ankle. That's good. And then giving your foot a good shake. Just holding. So you're keeping your foot as loose as you can. And then coming into happy baby. for either the full exercise or holding your foot and holding your knee. Only bring up your hip as far as it wants to go. So try not to overextend in any of our yoga postures or any of our exercises. And let's come on to tabletop. So we're moving into tabletop position with your hands below your shoulders and your knees below your hips. And then bringing in the cat flexions and extensions, sometimes called cat-cow. So you're inhaling up and exhaling down, lifting up your belly, lifting up your pelvic floor as you exhale. Inhale up, exhale down. Wonderful. Flow through this cat movement. It's the same as seated cat, but it's obviously a bit, you've got a bit more freedom here because you're on all fours. It's different. So knees apart and feet together, stretching back into child's posture, balasana, and then we're going to move over into the side stretch. So walk your hands over to the left side, stretching out the right side of your body, and then back to centre, and then over to the other side. Having a nice stretch, breathing into the side of your ribs. A lovely stretch. Bring yourself forward and then lifting up the right arm, threading through, and this is called thread the needle. So you've got your hand by your face and your arm is at a right angle, or you could lift up your arm, that's your left arm, so that it's a little bit more of a twist. And then if you want to, you can also bring the arm behind you, relax it behind you, either on your sacrum or near your thigh. And then lift up your arm again and back down near your face and then back up. Wonderful. And we're going to do the other side. So lift up the left arm, thread it through. You're leaning on your shoulder and your hand is by your head. Or you could lift up, stretching up the right arm and then placing it. Either you can see how I've got it in the crease of my thigh. It's between my thigh and my waist. That fits more at your sacrum. And then hand back up and then down. Wonderful. Great. So bringing yourself up. And then we're going to come into the hover. So bring your hands forward a little bit and then hovering your knees off the mat. Tucking in your tummy, so nice strong abs. And coming into half downward dog with bent knees. And then we're going to slowly move into an acute dog. So you're on tiptoes now with straight backs of the legs. And then your feet will go down one at a time, heels down for walking out the dog, or backs into the full expression where you're just holding the posture there. Lift up your right leg in three-legged dog. The heel is going back towards your hips. And then bring your leg through. So like you're coming to a lunge, but we're going to come into warrior one. So clip down your left foot. So heel to heel alignment. And then lifting up your arms, so they're nice and straight. You could even do a better job than me where I've got quite an arched back. So you could tuck in your tummy there and have your spine as straight as possible. Then bring your back foot in. So your right foot is coming in. You're coming down to pyramid pose. Leaning forward, tucking in tummy, bringing your hands into a clasp, and then they can come above your head so that they're hanging above your head. Nice shoulder stretch this. And then inhale up. Exhale, fold forward, and then bring yourself to meet your feet to meet your hands into flat back Uttanasana, and then Uttanasana forward fold. Lifting up and then down into mountain posture. Exhale, lovely. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. And then inhale, flat back. Hands on your shins. Exhale, fold forward. And then step back into downward dog again. Have a couple of breaths here in downward dog. Tucking in tummy. Just keep your neck nice and loose and then lift up the left leg, so three-legged dog, and then the heel goes back towards the hips, opening up the hips here. And bring the left foot forward and then clip down your right foot. So you've got heel to heel alignment. So it's like you're on a tightrope a bit. And hands to the heart. Inhale, lift up into warrior one with the arms straight over the head, shoulder width apart. Take a breath or two and then down to the heart again. And then bring your back leg forward, still heel to heel alignment. Folding forward, exhale, then bring the hands to the sacrum, clasping and then over the head. Nice shoulder stretch. Take a few breaths. Lifting up your belly, creating space. And then your hands slip down your legs, and then you can move your feet towards the hands, the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lifting up, stretching the arms up. Exhale, down to the heart. Lovely. Then either stay where you are or you can follow me. Move to a place on your mat. And then come into a cosmic egg position where you're on tiptoes. And then you bring yourself into a really small little ball like an egg. And then find your way down into cobbler, Baddha Konasana. So your heels are quite close to your pelvis. And so you won't be folding forward too much probably in this posture. And you inhale up and exhale, fold forward. Lovely stretch. Great for stretching the inside of the thighs and the hips. And then make your way down onto your back into supine. Rest here for a moment. Take a breath. And then gently bring your knees into the chest. Exhale. And have a rock around. Stretch out your back. And then come down into Shavasana, the corpse pose. So having a moment here, really resting. Make yourself comfortable. We won't be here for long, but you might want something warm. And you may wish to stay here. So feeling totally restful and relaxed in this Shavasana, this wonderful final resting posture. Your whole body can fully relax. Feel as heavy as you can on the mat. Imagine yourself cocooned in a wonderful, warm, fluffy duvet or something, so you're nice and comforted and relaxed. And when you're ready, you can roll onto your side. Rest here for a moment. And then you, in your own time, bring yourself up into seated if you're not wanting to stay resting for longer. And just be here for a moment. And we're going to finish with our 3 Om vibrations and Om Shanti Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring the hands into Namaste. And lifting up in Prana Mudra wide above the head, taking 3 deep life-affirming breaths here. Feeling in nature and spring, life force energy, and hands in Namaste above the head and at the crown, 3rd eye, throat, and then at your heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been such a pleasure. If you wish to subscribe to my channel, then please do. It's always really helpful to me. And yeah, just leave any comments if you wish. And lovely to see you. See you again soon.
orb of truth and bliss. Remove the veil so I can see. Illuminate